The morning sun shimmered over the turquoise waters of Venezuela's Caribbean coast as Flight 712, a small Let L-410 Turbolet, prepared for takeoff. The aircraft, white and sky blue, with the name Transaven painted proudly along its body, seemed too small to carry 14 lives. Yet it did so with quiet determination. Inside, laughter filled the cabin. Paolo Durante fastened his daughter's seatbelts. Little Emma and Sofia, their eyes wide with excitement. They were headed to the Los Roques Islands, a paradise of white sand and coral reefs, for one final day of vacation. Across the aisle, Stefano and Fabiola, newlyweds from Rome, whispered to each other, hands intertwined. Near the window sat Rita and Annalisa, best friends from Bologna, their eyes lost in the glimmer of the sea below. No one could imagine that within an hour, the laughter, the dreams, the love, all of it would vanish into the deep. At 9:30 a.m., the engines roared and the small aircraft lifted gracefully from Simón Bolívar International Airport. The sea stretched endlessly below, a mirror of blue and silver. The pilot, Captain Miguel, and his co-pilot, Osmel Avila, exchanged calm words, their voices steady against the hum of the engines. But 40 minutes into the flight, something changed. A faint vibration rattled through the floor, then a flicker of warning lights on the control panel. Captain Miguel frowned. "Oil pressure's dropping," he muttered. Osmel checked the gauges. Seconds later, the right engine sputtered, coughed, and died. "Mayday! Mayday!" Miguel's voice echoed through the radio. Both engines failing, descending through 3,000 feet, attempting emergency landing near Los Roques. On board, fear rippled through the cabin. The engines fell silent, leaving only the sound of the wind screaming past the wings. Bruna clutched her husband's hand. Little Sofia began to cry, her voice lost beneath the shuddering descent. "Hold on!" shouted the captain, as the plane plunged toward the ocean. Then, silence. No explosion, no fireball. Just a faint splash of metal meeting water, swallowed instantly by the vast blue sea. When radar contact vanished, rescue teams scrambled. For days, ships and helicopters combed the turquoise expanse. They found nothing. No wreckage, no bodies, only a faint patch of shimmering oil that disappeared with the tide. Weeks turned to months. The families refused to believe. Bruna's brother flew in from Italy, searching, begging for answers. On the 12th day, fishermen spotted something. A man's body drifting 12 kilometers off the coast. It was Osmel, the co-pilot. His life vest was found nearby. The sea had returned one of its secrets, but kept the rest. Years passed. The story of Flight 712 became a haunting mystery whispered across Venezuela, the ghost plane of Los Roques. Locals claimed to see strange lights over the water at night, or to hear the faint hum of engines that no longer existed. Then, in June 2013, 5 years to the day after the crash, an American research vessel, the Sea Scout, arrived in the area. It was searching for another missing plane, but fate had other plans. Sonar images revealed a shape beneath the waves, small, broken, resting 970 meters deep. When the camera descended, the light of its beam fell upon twisted metal, a shattered propeller, and a name faintly visible through the coral and silt. YV-2081.
What is it?
The lost Transaven plane had been found. Inside, time had stood still. Seats, luggage, and even fragments of clothing remained eerily preserved. The sea, it seemed, had cradled its secrets gently for half a decade. For the families, there was heartbreak but also peace. After years of silence, the ocean had finally spoken. The story of Flight 712 became more than a tragedy. It was a reminder of how fragile we are against the vastness of nature, how in a single heartbeat, joy can turn to sorrow. And even now, when the Caribbean is quiet and the sun dips below the horizon, fishermen say they sometimes hear faint laughter carried by the wind, like echoes from a plane that never truly vanished.
The sea meets the sky. The ocean never forgets. It only waits. Some mysteries sleep beneath the waves.